Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guy, a healer, and a medium. To my returning subscribers, welcome back my friends, welcome back. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day today. In today's video, I want to talk about how to help ease the spiritual awakening process. How to go about beginning to attract everything that your heart desires. Let's get started. When it comes to the spiritual awakening process, there are certain times that it can feel overwhelming. You're going through a lot of different things at the same time. At a certain point, you begin to pile up the questions that you have without any answers. But along the way, it's all about discovering yourself. It's all about peeling back the layers and discovering yourself through the inner healing process. And then at a certain point, you're going to want to start to change certain things in your reality. You're going to want to start to create a better reality for yourself. But as you start to move forward, what you're going to quickly notice is there is some lag. There's going to be some lag. And depending on how your spiritual awakening was, depending on what is it that you went through prior to your awakening, which caused your spiritual awakening, there could be some lag. Therefore, it's really important, first and foremost, is to manifest from within first. Change how you feel inside. Change those thoughts that you're having. Get rid of some of these self-limited beliefs. Begin to create more self-love, more self-worth. Allow that confidence to come in. And throughout your days, you're going to be being put in situations that sometimes is going to test you. It's going to test you to see, are you going to react the exact same way that you previously did? Other times there's going to be situations that are going to be brought forth to prove to yourself that you're more than capable of overcoming these situations. But throughout this entire time, the majority of individuals have to go through this completely alone, because you most likely have experienced it. A lot of people have fallen out of your life. You've gone through your spiritual awakening. You're now becoming the best version of yourself, but now you're no longer a vibrational match to a lot of individuals. And that is why they have left your life. And it's the same thing as far as certain things that you've accumulated. It could be the same thing as far as the job that you have, as far as your career. All of a sudden, you're no longer a vibrational match. You're going into work day in, day out. I hate this job. I hate this job. But you haven't been proactive as far as looking for a new place of employment, as an example. But you might still all of a sudden get fired. You might have to be let go as far as this job without quite having a backup plan, which is fine. It is fine. Don't view it as far as from a victim mentality. View it as, what are the opportunities available to me now? It's this moment. It's whenever you have something that gets taken away and then you're waiting to have something new come forth. It's during this stage that it's extremely important to remain optimistic, to continue to focus on what is it that you want to attract and not start to dwell as far as worst case scenario. Because once you've had your spiritual awakening, you are being divinely guided and protected. Things are going to work out. You have a much bigger mission than you can even imagine that you will accomplish here. But it's a matter of, example, opening up to your angels and your guides, opening up to God and telling them, what is it that you want to have come forward? What is it that you need to heal? What is it that you need to understand? Is there any type of blockages that are currently holding you back? The more you open up to spirit, the more you're going to be able to tap into your heart space. And that's going to help, because rationally thinking, that ego is 3D base driven. Therefore, that ego is just trying to hang on to everything. Example, materialistic things that you've accumulated. But is that truly bringing you inner happiness? And the majority of us have to lose the majority, if not everything, once we begin our spiritual awakening process. We're else on the way to begin to have our awakening, which is completely fine. So if right now it seems like your entire world is crumbling, it seems like nothing is working out in your favor, It's just getting rid of all the static noise, an example. It's just getting rid of things that are going to be interfering as far as you discovering what is it that you're passionate about, from you beginning to live your most fulfilling life. But it's a matter of opening up to your angels and your guides. If you don't open up to them, they're not authorized to do anything for you except if there's a life-threatening situation that's coming up. And not only this, you're an infinite spiritual being. You know the angels and spirits that are guiding you. You know them better than most individuals that are currently in your life. But this is your higher self who's more aware of this. Your higher self remembers these souls. Therefore, don't be afraid to open up to them. And not only this, as far as once you start to take action, let go of the deadlines. Let go of always having to put down. It's fine to set goals, healthy goals, but let go of, oh, if I want to manifest this, it has to come by this date. Let go of this and enjoy the journey, because the journey is far more valuable than whatever the manifestation is going to be. It's all about that inner growth. It's all about letting go of certain things. It's about empowering yourself. It's about amplifying up your spiritual gifts. It's about creating more and more self-love, self-worth, getting that confidence to come up. And what is going to end up happening at a certain point, that level of faith is going to begin to grow. Never underestimate your level of faith, how powerful it is, because as far as our manifestations, it is what is it that you're envisioning with the emotions that you're feeling. It's that self-love with gratitude that it will be bringing forth your manifestation. So now, just picture this. You're going through a situation, you have a manifestation that you want to have come forth, but now you're going through a certain situation that's going to call you to have that patience. That's going to call you to have to tap into that heart space more and more to continue to allow that faith to grow. And as far as your journey, it isn't always going to be going up. As far as your vibrational frequency, you are going to be going up. But then certain situations sometimes occur where it dips again. But know this. If you've gone through this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Is whenever all of a sudden your vibrational frequency is high, but then it comes crashing down, as an example, through some situation that you're going through, afterwards you bounce back and you end up leveling up. And not only this, sometimes we have to go through seemingly difficult situations to sometimes understand things at a deeper level, to sometimes heal at a much deeper level. Other times it's for us to let go of this. And as far as moving forward, it's extremely important to be the most authentic version of yourself that you possibly can, to no longer allow others to influence you remotely as far as their opinion of yourself. Let that go. It does not matter, because what's going to end up happening, you're going to be repelling those individuals, those naysayers, away from you anyways. And what's going to end up happening, you might have to spend some months on your own. You might have to push forth on your own for a certain amount of time, but at a certain point, you're going to begin to attract your soul tribe. But this is only going to happen once you truly tap into your heart space and discover, here's what I'm passionate about. And it doesn't have to be something for a career. It could be some type of sport. It could be some type of artistic thing that you want to do. And it really doesn't matter. But just once you start to tap into that and you start doing more and more of what you enjoy, you're going to start to meet more and more like-minded individuals. And as far as this journey, everything is happening in your perfect divine timing. Let go of the worry and instead allow yourself to feel grateful for the time that you've been given. Allow yourself to feel blessed to be able to experience what is it that you're experiencing, because it's preparing you for what your heart desires. Therefore, there's nothing to fear. There's no reason to doubt yourself, because anytime you bring forth doubt, what'll end up happening, it's most likely going to bring forth a situation that's going to make you feel a lot more doubt, or else it's going to bring forth a situation for you to once and for all let go of the doubt. And what's important, doesn't matter how close someone is to you, unless you really know that they have your best intentions at heart, Keep your manifestations to yourself until they come forth. You'd be shocked at how other individuals are able to influence what is it that you're experiencing in your reality. Therefore, keep your manifestations to yourself. And whenever you're meditating, you're going to see this. You're going to start to notice that your manifestation is becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. But as far as attracting it, you might not be able to make that giant leap in one single bound. As in his example, you want to have the home of your dream. You might not get there right away, but what's going to end up happening is you're going to manifest something that on some level will have what that manifestation has. An example, you might manifest a home, not your dream home, but you're surrounded by forest. That was one thing that you made clear. You wanted to have a home out in the country, be surrounded by forest. Where now you found a home that's surrounded by forest. And then the next home might have something a little bit more that's closer to your manifestation. And it's just knowing that as long as you move forward, acting on that guidance, as long as you trust your intuition, there's no wrong direction. There's no wrong direction. And no matter what's going to be coming up, it's either going to help you to understand something better. It's either going to help you to prepare for something, because sometimes people don't realize, as far as certain manifestation, you want to get a certain amount of abundance, let's say money in your life. Well, you're going to be having to go through something to prepare you to assume that level of responsibility where you will be able to make this income, as an example. View it like this. Everything is happening for you and not against you. Everything is happening in your perfect divine timing. And the focus should be inwards as far as your vibrational frequency, as far as your inner happiness. It's really beginning to evaluate everything in your reality and see what is bringing you down. Do you need to consume that? No, let it go, because what you consume will consume you. Therefore, if it's making you feel better, consume it some more. But if you notice it's bringing you down, let it go. And sometimes it is individuals that are the closest to us that we have to let go of. And it's fine. Whether it's permanent or temporary, it does not matter. Because right now, as far as your spiritual journey, that supersedes everything else. It is your spiritual journey that is important. And as you move forward, you're going to notice once these manifestations start to come forward. I'm not talking the big ones. I'm talking about things that are helping you to progress forward. It's going to help you as far as that level of faith and that inner knowing. It's going to help to release any stress, any type of worry, and it's going to allow you to fully tap into your heart. It's through our hearts that we connect with our angels, or guys. It's through our hearts that we connect with God. And that is when the ideas are going to start to come forth. And when they come forth, don't even think about the consequences of your actions. If you're truly tapping into your heart space and you're feeling this as far as your intuition, there is nothing to worry as far as what the outcome will be. The outcome will be what it needs to be for you at that stage during your spiritual awakening. And once you start viewing it like this, there's no wrong step. But once you start to view it like this, you're going to see that you're going to be wanting to learn more, practice, or else take action. And it's once you get into this mindset that everything's happening for you, not against you, it's time to take action. It's time to step out of my comfort zone a little bit more each and every single day. That is when the miracles are going to start to come forward. That's when the blessings are going to start to pour down on you. That's when all of a sudden the necessary resources will come forth to give you that time in order to spend doing what is it that you're passionate about. Because at a certain point, you will figure out how is it that you're meant to serve. You will figure out what is it that you're meant to create. But it doesn't mean that from that moment, from now until that moment, that you're meant to suffer, that you're meant to struggle. No. It all depends on how you view your reality. It all depends on, are you still running away from certain things? Or are you beginning to face them on? Because that's something I struggled with when I initially had my awakening. I was going through a deep level of depression. Therefore, I ran away from a lot of things. I was just running away from a lot of things because I was perceiving the absolute worst case scenario. And then all of a sudden I went through my awakening and I began to face them on one by one. And you know what? The majority, if not all of them, turned out far better than I was thinking before. I was overcomplicating things. I was creating more and more fear for absolutely nothing. My thoughts were much worse than the reality. And once you start to face them, you're going to notice this. All of a sudden, you're going to feel lighter. As you're raising your vibration frequency, you're going to be feeling a lot better. And as you start to feel like this, that confidence is going to come in, and you're going to start to step out of that comfort zone. You're going to be feeling excited about trying new things. And it's when you try new things, when you step out of that comfort zone, that is when God and your angels and the universe has the best chance to bring new things, because you have to change who you are to the version of yourself who has what you desire. What's important is, no matter which direction life is taking you right now, no matter what is it that you want to manifest, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself 110%. No matter what your results are currently occurring in life, it does not matter. Everything is going to come forth when it should. And not only this, if you find yourself right now putting a lot of time and energy in something and you're seeing very little result as far as changes in your reality, it's going to have the compound effect, and you better prepare yourself to be taking those quantum leaps, because once they finally come forth, it's going to be one after another where you're really going to be asked to step out of that comfort zone. Therefore, enjoy the little moments on this journey, and make sure to take the time to feel blessed. Make sure to speak gratitude. Think of it this way: everything you have in your reality right now is something borrowed. Therefore, each and every single morning, take that time to feel grateful for that relationship. Take that time to feel grateful for your home. Take that time to feel grateful for your family. Take that time to feel grateful for this career if it's something that you're passionate about, and it will never leave you. Once you start taking things for granted, that's when there's a chance it will be removed out of your reality. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.